Welcome to day 6. Please find your way into a comfortable seated easy pose. Today we're going to start our class with meditation. Rest your hands on your knees. Draw your attention to the base of your spine, straightening up through the spine, out through the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders. Close down your eyes. Breathing through your nose, take a deep breath in and fill your lungs. And gently exhale, release. Let go of any tension, physical or mental. Draw in another deep breath in, fill your lungs. And exhale. Keep your breaths going. Don't try to control it. Just observing the gentle rise and fall of your chest with every in and exhale. On your next inhalation, lift both arms up, connect your palms above the head. Release your head back just for a breath. And release your right arm down beside you, moving your way into a side body stretch, reaching across through the left side. Opening the left shoulder and breathing deeply into your lungs, opening your whole thoracic area. Lowering that left arm, come back to center and over and across to the other side. Open your chest and breathe deep. Let's return back to center. We're going to move our way into the other side. Come a little deeper this time if you can, filling and emptying our lungs with every in and exhale. Come back to center and over and across to the other side. Let's all take one last deep breath in together here. As you exhale, come back to center. Drop your right fingertips behind you and bring your left hand to your right knee, moving your way into a twist. Imagine twisting from your navel out through the crown of your head, keeping your spine nice and straight. Relax and return to center, extending both arms above the head. Let's move into the same stretch on the other side. Right hand on left knee and left fingertips behind you. Deep breaths here. And release, return to center, extending both arms up. Let's come into that spinal twist on the other side one final time, looking behind that right shoulder. Inhale, release, extend the arms up. And exhale, twist, coming into the other side. Inhale, release. Let's bring both arms up to the sky again and draw them down in prayer to the heart. Close each hand into a fist and begin to rotate at the wrist, moving in one direction at first. And then turning in the other direction. And release, bringing your hands back down onto your knees. Release your head forwards and gently rock from side to side. Allow the weight of the head to be incorporated into this stretch. As you gently rotate your head from left to right, take your time to really feel your way into the neck and shoulder muscles. With each rock from left to right, begin to be a little more animated, increasing the range of motion that your head makes as it moves from left to right. Wherever you are, let's come back to center, neutralize through the spine. Taking a moment to take a deep inhale through the nose and straighten out through the spine. Bring your right fingertips onto your left ear and gently pull your head across to the right side, using your right hand to guide you into the stretch. Close your eyes here, bring your awareness inward and just focus on your breathing. Release your right hand and then let's move straight into the other side. Left fingertips on your right ear. Hold, relax, and breathe. Release your left hand, bring it back down to the knee, and bring yourself back to a neutral spine. Make your way into a tabletop foundation, knees beneath your hips and hands beneath your shoulder blades. Begin to move through some cat-cows. Inhale as you drop your belly, chest lifted, look up. Exhale as you lift your spine up towards the sky and drop your head and neck. Keep this going, connecting your movements to your breath. Try to move slowly. Closing your eyes may help you to focus on your breath. Wherever you are, let's prepare to transition. Return to a neutral spine. Step one hand out, then the other as we prepare to come into a puppy pose or puppy pose variation. This was covered in our last class. I will leave it to you to decide which variation works for you today. Wherever you are, close your eyes down. Bring your attention to the breath. Gently fill and empty your lungs with every in and exhale. To release, press down into the hands and lift your chest up. Step one hand into the body, then the other. Turn your back toes around and lift up and push back to a downward facing dog. Bending into your knees a couple of times just to wake up the joints. In a downward dog, your neck needs to be nice and relaxed. Push back through the upper body into the hips and gently draw your heels down. Breathe nice and deeply, filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. You can begin to lift and lower one heel, then the other. As you lower one heel, really move your weight into that leg and then come to the other side, going just a little deeper. Draw both of your heels down and then begin to walk up the central line of your yoga mat. Take your time leaning into the heel of each step. When you get to the front, come into a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lengthen. And exhale, release to forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release to forward fold. Inhale, roll up to stand up. Lifting through the arms, connect the palms, draw your hands in prayer to the heart. Coming into mountain pose with your palms open, arms down by your side. Bend deeply into your knees, extend forwards through the upper body and come to chair pose. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs. And exhale, release. Roll back up to stand up. Lift your left knee and bring the sole of your left foot to the inner right thigh. Taking tree pose as we move into our first balancing posture of the series. Keep your hands in prayer at the chest. Focus on a point in front of you, which we call the drishti point. This will help you to stay balanced. Tilt your pelvic bowl slightly forwards and put a micro bend in that standing leg. Keep your focus on the breath. Maintain a deep and slow breathing pattern if you can. Left knee towards the front of your mat and allow that left foot to slowly come down to the ground. Inhale, extend through both arms and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lengthen. Exhale, step back with your left foot. Inhale, lift to high lunge. Here in our high lunge, extend up towards the sky through the upper body. Tilt your pelvic bowl forwards and keep your core tightly engaged. When you feel comfortable in your posture, return your focus to the breath. Let's all take a deep inhale together, and as you exhale, drop your back heel and come to warrior two. Looking out over the middle finger of your extended right arm. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg. As you exhale, come down to triangle, dropping your right fingers to your inner right foot, stacking your shoulders and looking up towards your left fingertips. If you struggle with balance, you may find it better to look down. Let's release, bending into that front knee, coming back to warrior two. Now reverse your warrior as you pull back on that right arm, left hand comes to the base of your spine. You should feel a deep and engaging stretch through the right side body. And let's release. Return your arms to warrior two. Then drop your hands down to your hips. Turn your right foot out to face the length side of your yoga mat. Turn out your left foot, and we're going to move into the other side. Step your right foot up to the front beside the left and move like a hinge into a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lengthen. Exhale to forward fold. And again, inhale to halfway lengthen. Exhale to forward fold. Bend into your knees, roll up to stand up. Come to mountain pose for a couple of rounds of breath. On your next exhale, move to chair pose. Release and roll up to stand up. Lift your right knee up and bring the sole of your right foot to the inner upper left thigh. Taking tree pose on the other side. Bring your hands into prayer at the chest. Tilt your pelvic bowl forwards and engage your core. Finding your drishti point and focusing just on your breath. Filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. Now let's release. Slide that left foot down to the ground. Inhale through the arms and exhale, release. Swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lengthen. Exhale, step back with your right foot. Inhale, lift through the upper body, come to high lunge. Again, core engaged, pelvic bowl tilted slightly forwards. Let's all take a deep breath in together. Use that exhale to drop that back heel and come to Warrior Two. Inhale, straighten up through the front leg, and exhale, come to triangle, dropping your left fingertips to the inner side of your left foot, shoulders stacked, looking up towards the sky. On your next inhale, bending into your front left leg and then lifting up to Warrior Two. Take a deep breath in and use that exhale to reverse your warrior. Take a deep, expansive inhale here. Fill and open your lungs. Try to maintain deep breaths here. And release. Drop your arms back to Warrior Two. Turn your left foot out to face the length side of your yoga mat, hands on hips. We are going to prepare now for a forward fold. To protect your knees, you want your toes pointed in a bit more than your heels. We call this pigeon toeing. Once you're ready, take a deep breath in and using that exhale, bending like a hinge, coming into your forward fold. Gently release your weight into the stretch and you can take each opposite elbow. If it feels more comfortable, take the back of your legs or bring your hands to the ground. Whatever works best for you. The important thing is that your neck should be relaxed. The weight of your head will decompress your spinal column. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Now we're going to release. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Turn both heels inwards, taking a goddess squat. As you extend both legs, turn that right foot out. Take a deep breath in for one high lunge. Exhale, release. Bring your hands down to the ground. Step back with your right foot, come to downward facing dog. Again, just for a breath, and then step forward with your left foot. Fill your lungs as you lift to high lunge. And release. Exhale, bring your hands down either side of that front foot and step back to downward facing dog. Bending into both knees, gently lower your knees to the ground. And lean back, releasing into a child's pose. Forehead to the ground, arms outstretched, close down your eyes. Let's enjoy a couple of rounds of restful breathing here. On the next inhalation, roll out through your spine. Cross your legs at the ankles and pull your legs from under you, bringing both legs extended in front of you as we prepare to come into a head-to-toe forward fold. Inhale as you lift your arms. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale as you draw your shoulders back, returning to a seated position. Bring the sole of your right foot on the other side of your extended left leg. Hook your left arm around the right knee. Move your way into a seated spinal twist. Right fingertips are grounded behind you as you look back over that right shoulder. You can close down your eyes here and just focus on your breathing, filling and emptying your lungs with every in and exhale. Release and allow your torso to face the front. Bring the soles of your feet together and draw them in towards the body. Lift and lower your knees here in butterfly, just like the wings of a butterfly. Now let's release and stretch forward as you come into another forward fold. Gently lower your body into the stretch like a hinge. If you have sensitive knees, just be really mindful of that and don't release your body weight into this stretch any more than feels right. Close down your eyes as we hold this pose and focus on our breathing, using our exhale to go deeper, to relax more, and using every inhale to draw in life-giving energy. On your next inhale, let's gently lift the head, draw those shoulders back and return to a seated position. Gently draw your knees together, extending both of your legs. And then bringing that left foot on the other side of your extended right leg as we take the seated spinal twist on the other side. When you're ready, hook that right arm around that bent left knee. Left fingertips come behind you and look over that left shoulder. Keep your spine really straight here. You can close down your eyes and again just focus on the breath. Work to fill and empty your lungs each time. Take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, release. Prepare to come down to the ground, extend both arms forwards, and slowly with care, vertebra by vertebra, come down to the mat. Engage your core and then draw one knee and then the other into the chest. Gently rock from side to side. Whenever you're ready, release the legs down, arms by your side, palms facing up, coming into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Tuck your chin in just slightly, close your eyes. This is the time in our class where we allow ourselves to drift. Drift on the gentle rhythm of our in and exhale, closing down our eyes and allowing the body to integrate the work that we just did. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 7. Wishing you a beautiful day. Namaste.